Hey guys, John from Nothing But Cardboard. I ordered some old boxes of NBA cards. So I got two of the Series 2 and one of the blue one, which is Series 1. It's 1990-91 NBA hoops. So this has a bunch of good cards in it. It just depends on how well they'll grade. So gonna open these up and get into them. Appreciate you guys. If you would leave a like and subscribe down below. Leave any comments on the cards that I pull or cards that you like from this set, and let's see what we get. Alright, let's see what we get. It's old cards. You never know. A lot of great cards in here, but it just depends on the condition. Series 2, I believe you can pull all the cards from the first series and the second. And Series 1 has some of the better cards. Sam Vincent with the Jordan, and he's got the rum jersey on. The centering looks pretty good, so let's see what we get. Jordan checklist right away. Pretty cool. Centering's way off, but it's a Jordan, so I'm not gonna complain. First pack, it's pretty good. Chris Jackson. I don't think there's much value with that, but we'll see. These cards are interesting because the coaches, and they show them back when they used to play. So that's Lenny Watkins. Isaiah Thomas. We'll put the Hall of Famers aside also, and then the draft picks, and look through them later. And we got a Mark Jackson in the very first pack too. So, good pack. This card right now is really hot. It's got the Menendez brothers in the background that were, they killed their parents and got a bunch of money, and then they went to the game. But so these cards as a 10 have been going for over $1,000 lately. And even like 7s and 8s have been pulling like 38, 40 bucks. But the centerings, I had a couple cards come back that weren't even gradable. Actually, they're right here. That looks similar. A little bit different. So they say something. I mean, I guess you can actually see it. It's a little bit smaller. So, but that's good. We're looking for Mark Jackson, Jordans. There's some Magic Johnsons in here. There's Magic Johnson and Jordan together. Of course, all the other Hall of Famers. Larry Bird. I think Sean Kemp rookies in here. Gary Payton on the telephone rookies in here. Charles Barkley. Kevin McHale, I believe, is in the Hall of Fame also. Rolando Blackman. Duckworth. Michael Thomas. Charles Barkley. Checklist. Probably not worth anything. Reggie Miller. There's Rolando Blackman. Terry Teagle. Yeah, for me, these cards bring back a lot of nostalgia and memory because I actually watched these guys play. Watched these games. John and Cody weren't even born yet, so they did not. European imports, it looks like Vlade Divac and I don't know who the other guy is. Serrano's, not even gonna try it. Jeff Martin, Reggie Williams, Rex Chapman. Isaiah Thomas. That's the other Sam Vincent card, so that's the one that comes in Series 2. Series 1, he's shooting the ball and Jordan's like underneath fighting for rebound, and he doesn't have on his regular jersey. He's not wearing 23, he's wearing a different number. So that card's worth money. And another Mark Jackson, so very cool. Card's in rough shape, but just wonder how these guys feel that their cards are worth money, but it's not really because of them. It's, I mean, Mark Jackson, decent player. I don't think he's in the Hall of Fame, but he was good. I used to hate the Knicks, so I just watched him play. But he's popular because of these guys. And Sam Vincent's card is popular because of Jordan with the wrong jersey. So I don't think that'll grade well. 7 or 8 maybe, but it just depends. PSA is closed, so there's no place to send them. I've got one more order there now, and it was the old quarterly special. So they're like $9 a card. It was the Jordan years, and don't know when they'll ever get back to that again. We just have to hope that they can reopen soon. So there's a Michael Jordan, his playground, centered pretty well. Of course, any cards with Jordan in them are worth money, especially if they grade better. So, not doing bad. I mean, out of the 3 packs, got 2 Michael Jordans and 2 Mark Jacksons. Pretty good. We need some rookies now. Kevin McHale, Rick Edelman, Willie Johnson, Danny Young, no relation. King Olajuwon, don't think that's worth anything, but some of these guys don't get as much pub, their props that they should. Akeem Olajuwon was a great center. Played in Houston for a long time. Charles Barkley, not a whole lot of pub. It's weird about sports cards. Different times, different cards are valuable for different reasons. Mainly, as you can see in the background, brought out the old 90s cards, but Shaq's on TVs, on TNT, does commercials. Jordan we see on TV, he does commercials, so they're still relevant and they're still pretty popular. That guy's super skinny. And he's not skinny anymore. Orlando Magic coach, okay. So I wonder if he was, no, he wasn't there when they drafted Shaq, 92, 93. Michael Adams, never heard of him. Old Magic. I'm in Florida, so I used to watch them play when they drafted Shaq, had Horace Grant, Nick Anderson, Penny Hardaway. Had a chance. Just couldn't put it all together. And got 2 Magic Johnsons back to back. So we got the MVP card. Well centered, looks good. Back is a little bit off up to down. And then the Magic checklist, which is a cool card also. Looks like it's in decent shape too. Rumors of a documentary that's supposed to have Magic Johnson or about him. So of course it would feature Larry Bird and again all these other players. So we've been stashing away some of their cards for a while, but when you look on the internet, nobody says anything about the documentary or when it's coming out. Dumars. Reggie Miller again. Another guy that doesn't get all of his props. Dominique Wilkins. Great player. Atlanta. I guess there was just too many great players at that time to everybody get their prop. Let's try to speed this up and open up a couple. Still looking for a regular Jordan. Looking for some birds still, and we're still looking for Kemp and Gary Payton. I don't know if you can get the Kemp card in the series too. And there's Jordan. Maybe I should just talk about the cards we need to pull, and then we'll pull them. Centering's off a little bit, but it's not terrible. A lot of problems with these cards is like the edging, and you can see white there. Even fresh out of a pack. These are 31 years old, so it just depends on how they stored them, where they've been, if they've been in the heat. We've got cards before that are sticking together when you get them out of the pack. And we actually found a little remedy that seemed to work for them, where we froze the cards in the pack in the freezer, and then we would slam the whole pack down. There's a video, if you check out our channel down below, tutorial, it's in there, and it seemed to work pretty good. Pistons, Maurice Cheeks, Wilkins. Every now and then you get the backwards card in there. It's kind of strange. Pooh Richardson. Bernard King. Phil Jackson, he's a great coach. I'm going to save that one aside. I don't think coaches are worth much, but he's probably, if not the greatest, one of them. Just something about ripping fresh packs that so much fun. Wes Unfield, is that the same guy? Patrick Ewing's another one. Didn't like him because I hated the Knicks, but he's a great center. They had great teams. I don't think he ever... Did they win a championship? I'll have to look that up. Danny Manning. Another Magic Johnson. I'll sleeve that in a second. Elijah Wan, Isaiah Thomas. Another Mark Jackson. It's awesome. Johnson, great player, Hall of Famer. Didn't get much prop either. D-Vox, so that's a good rookie. And then Reggie Miller checklist. Battle. That's the one we're looking for, but for Gary Payton. It's on the telephone. Love you, Mom. Thanks for taking care of me. Thanks for taking me to practice. Buy you a house. Kevin Johnson, Hall of Famer. Vincent again. There's nice cards, super streaks. So you got Magic and Jordan on the same card, and they're going for streaks that year. Nice card, it's in good shape. Might pull some good cards out of here to send to grading if and when they ever open back up again. I don't know if he's worth much, but I'm gonna save him. He was in that other picture. We've been trying HGA, CSG, and the values just don't seem to be there. We're actually getting a large bulk order today from CSG. Dennis Rodman, I didn't like him, but he could play. Great defense, great rebounder. Had a lot of off-field issues. Something else they used to do was stay in school, stay off drugs. Kind of cool. The players would go and talk and be a role model. Now some guys don't really want to be role models. They just want to play and do their own thing and not have to answer to anybody. Some of them. Most of them are still really good about being a role model and visiting kids in hospitals and just, you know, in the community. It's important. You got talent, you got ability, people see you, they look up to you. Make the world better by encouraging them to be better than, you know, than you were. Make a difference. All right, I don't know how I got on that soapbox, but I was high up there, I'll tell you that. I thought I got down. That was getting a little scary. Tell you what, those two boxes there are in real danger right now because I'm enjoying this, and I was going to save them for maybe for like later, but I may just have to rip them. Steve Kerr, and there's Gary Payton. So Steve Kerr, this was his third-year card. And that's terrible. That's why they don't even grade, because of the cut up there. So there's Gary Payton's rookie that we wanted. Off-centered a little bit, but these cards really are in pretty good condition. I'll have to look at them better later. And Magic Johnson, good card right behind it. Chris Jackson, put him aside, but I'm not sure. And people collect different stuff that they like. I graduated high school '83, so in the '80s it was pretty much Bird, Celtics, and the Magic almost every year playing together, battling it out. I can remember watching a lot of those games, and it was just huge battles. Game 6, Game 7. So I like to collect some of the Celtics and even some of the guys that I hated on the other team. Johnson, Worthy. Dennis Rodman. Alright, we're probably about halfway through this box. Really impressed cards so far that we pulled. And we got 3 Mark Jacksons, we got 3 or 4 Jordans. I'd like to get a couple more Jordans. Got a bunch of Magic. No Bird yet. Got 1 Gary Payton. No Sean Kemp. Again, I'm not sure. Sean Kemp. And we can't get any of the Vincent Jacksons in these either, so. Purvis. Scottie Pippen. He just put his foot in his mouth lately with his comments about Phil Jackson being a racist. Another Magic. Stay in school. There's Sean Kemp rookie card. Very nice. Another great player. Undervalued or under height. Just don't hear much about him. Decent card. I think the centering's off a little bit. Up to down, but that could be a grading candidate. Just depends on how much they're going to charge to grade it and how much it's worth right now. Market's kind of down. We've been in a slump going down. The Nationals was just a couple weeks ago, so hopefully that sparks some interest. Football season just started as far as training camp and playoff games, or preseason games, playoff games. It's only August. Slow down, slow down. So preseason games and the hype getting going, so that could help the, we saw these all already. Pippen, Patrick Ewing. Is that Clyde Drexler? Very nice. Another great player that doesn't get a lot of hype. Von Seekley, Miami Heat. Robinson rookie, decent player. I don't know if he Hall of Fame or not. I'll have to look that up later. Kerr Rambis. Wow, Phoenix. He was LA for a long time. He's still involved in like their coaching. Play with the glasses. Is that Nick Anderson? Yeah, back in the day. Guessing maybe 10 packs left. So that's another thing in the old days. If you bought a box of cards, you got a box of cards. You got 36 packs, 15 cards in each. You know, it didn't cost you as much as it does today, but now you buy a box of cards and you may get 40 cards. Spend 10 times the money and you only get 40 cards. Tim Hardaway rookie card. Forgot about him. Sorry, Tim. But, you know, the cards these days are worth a lot more money, so that's what it comes down to. Chucky Brown. Draven Petrovic rookie. Another Jordan. Man, they are so bad off-centered. Jordan was not a big guy. He wasn't the tallest guy, but he was very athletic. He could jump out of a building. And nobody had as much drive and determination as he did. And that's why he's the greatest player to ever play. People will debate Kobe, LeBron, which is fine. Lights, camera, action. He does not look like he is real comfortable on that horse. That Moses. The mailman, Karl Malone. Interesting. Get me off this horse. Don Nelson, yeah, he was skinny, and then, of course, we all get bigger as we get older. John Paxson, man, kind of forgot about him too. Piece of the puzzle, 3-point shooter, assist. Horace Grant. And a twin brother that played too. I can't remember their names. Both good players. All right, we need to pull another Jordan soon. Manute Bol, not Bol. Worth anything. Willie Burton, Dennis Rodman, Pooh, very unique first name. Let's sleeve up a couple cards here. I like these sleeves. We got these sleeves from CSG. Maybe it's CCG. CSG is the company we get graded with, but their store name is something different. But it's probably hard to see. There's a lip at the tags down here, and then there's a lip in the background. So normally you're trying to fit it in there, you can just touch the lip and it'll slide right down inside. So it's easy and you don't really ding the cards up as bad. But they were out of stock for a while, so that's bad. On the bottom you can see a lot of the dings. That's what happens with a lot of these cards. So nice card, but it's not going to grade well, so it won't matter, but we'll put it in a good pile. All right, 2, 4, 8, 12, 16. Wow, still a lot of packs, and we've already been going for 30 minutes. I did not think it would take this long, but I'm enjoying it, so I'm in no hurry to rush it. You guys feel free to stop it, get a snack, come back and watch it, come back later and watch it. Just leave a like if you would, comment your favorite cards from this set, this era. Who was your favorite player if you were born back then? What team did you root for and why? Hoping to pull some more. Another Sean Kemp, another Gary Payton, another Mark Jackson. Haven't seen Bird yet. There's Harvey Grant. So Horace Grant, no, it's not the same one. Yes, it is. Harvey and Horace, so that's why you can't remember their names, because they both started with an H. Don't know why people do that. Name your kids the same first names. Maybe they didn't know they were having twins, and they're like, oh, we need another name. What do you think? How about Horace and Harvey? Wow, he looks intense. Be cool to pull another Jordan and Magic card. There's the Admiral. First time we've seen him, David Robinson. I'm really surprised. I wonder what year was his rookie card. He had to be pretty young back then. Clyde Drexler. Clyde the Glide. Talked about him earlier. Great player. Hall of Famer. Mailman. Putting these aside, they're probably not worth anything, but I'm just putting the Hall of Famers aside from the regular cards. Bo Kimball. Tyrone Hill. Fat Lever. I don't even know what to say about that name. Is that the best? I don't know. No idea. There's a reason. They named their kid Fat. There's a reason. Wish these boxes were cheaper. I think I got them for about 60 bucks, maybe 65, 70 with shipping. Kenny Smith, he's on TNT with Barkley and Shaq. Always setting Barkley up to get his foot in his mouth. Phil Jackson. See, I like that card. He's, like I said, one of the greatest coaches. Deadlift Shrimp. Mike Kaminsky, man, he looks like I can't think of his name now. I'll put him aside because I'll think of it in a minute. Hardaway rookie. Kendall Gill rookie. Spud Webb. Small guy, but he could play. He could leap. And another Jordan card, so cool. And right behind Jordan is Vlade Divac. Rookie card, which is worth some money. This one's in pretty good shape. Very nice. Kendall Gill. And Gary Payton rookie. So we did get another one, so cool. Wow, that card's bad. Look at that whole side's white. Something happened with that cut, so that won't grade well. Glenn Rice, decent player. I don't know if he's Hall of Famer. Nick Anderson. Still trying to think of this guy's name, and I cannot think of it. He was in The Punisher. He was a bad guy. He used to be in the movie at the school with the guys getting in trouble. Welcome back, Carter. John Travolta. Anybody else see it? John Travolta? Alright, get back to pulling cards, John. Just do what you do. Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. Alright guys, appreciate you watching, especially if you stay to the end. I know it's not as much fun to watch some guy pull cards as you're actually pulling them yourself, but if you're like me, maybe you're going to buy a box and you wanted to see what to look through, so I watched a few videos this past week of some other guys. I've had these in the past. I've used to collect cards probably 30, been married 30 years. Just started right after I got married. Had the cards stored everywhere. Started going through them. Daughter got married and my son-in-law was in the cards. He was talking about how some of the cards might be worth some money, so I went through my whole collection, picked out the cards I thought were really good to get graded. One of them is that Shaq card that I thought was going to be a 10. At the time it was worth like 10 grand, but it wasn't. I think it graded a 9. A couple of them is a 9, so I had some of these cards in my own collection back in the day. Another Gary Payton rookie. Better shape, better quality, so that looks good. What I normally like to do is look up values, cards, so I have it to say what they would be. And I just asked about him too. So David Robinson, this is his second year. He was Rookie of the Year on the card, and that means that's his second year. So yeah, 89-90, he was with San Antonio. I thought it had to be about that time. That card's off center quite a bit, but another good card. Scotty Skiles. He ended up coaching, I think, for the Magic after he played for him. Purvis, another interesting first name. Interesting checklist. Xavier McDaniel. Barely remember that name. But I do. Malone's on the Jazz. That must have been confusing. Alright, getting down to our last few packs, so be ready to call last pack Magic soon. Kerr, Rambis. It's interesting how you get a few of the same cards, and then some cards you just get one of. Like how they cut the cards, how they put them in the packs, how they put the packs in the boxes, which boxes go in which case. Larry Bird. It's hard to believe that's the first Bird card we pulled. Checklist. Alright, we're down to about the last pack. Another Sean Kemp rookie. A good card to get. Edges look a little rough. Centering's off. Little PSA doesn't grade the back centering too bad, so we found out that HGA does. There's that name again. Say no to drugs, don't foul out. Isaiah Thomas, great player. Had a good attitude when he played, and Smelled a lot. Stewart. Jackson, I'm not sure about. All right, that is it. Sam Perkins. Let's flip these last cards and then we'll see what we were able to get. One bird. And it's a checklist. Didn't even get a regular bird. Like I said, these other two boxes over here are in serious danger of getting pulled. It's hard to believe it took 40 minutes to. I thought I was going at a decent pace. Maybe I shut up and open the cards. All right, so these are all the good cards. Let's see what we got. We got 3 Mark Jacksons. I don't think there's any 10 candidates there, but we'll see. A couple Sean Kemp rookies, 3 Gary Payton rookies, a couple Tim Hardaways, a couple Vlade Divac, 1 Draven Petrovic. Got a David Robinson 2nd year, Rookie of the Year card. Got a Bird checklist, several Magic. Got 4 of his most valuable player cards. Got a Magic checklist. Got the Magic Jordan Super Streaks. And then the man. 2 regular Jordan cards. 2 Jordan checklists, severely off-centered. And then a Jordan Playground. Alright guys, appreciate you watching. Again, this was the 90s 91 Hoops. Again, please leave a like, comment your favorite card in this set, or your favorite player, your favorite team, who you rooted for, and appreciate you guys watching. Have a good day.